Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC B1222, also known as the H and mode indicator, appears when there is a short in the rear mode control motor circuit of a Honda Odyssey model from 2011 to 2017. This diagnostic trouble code indicates an issue with the climate control system, specifically related to the operation of the rear mode control motor. The rear mode control motor is responsible for directing airflow to the rear passenger area and ensuring comfort during travel. When this motor malfunctions due to a short circuit, the system may not operate efficiently, and passengers may suffer from inadequate climate control. Proper diagnosis is crucial to identify the exact issue that can trigger this fault. Following a systematic troubleshooting guide is essential to restore optimal performance to the climate control system. DTC B1222 indicates a short circuit within the rear mode control motor circuit of the Honda Odyssey. This motor plays an integral role in managing how air is distributed to the rear of the vehicle, impacting the overall climate control experience. Located within the rear climate control system, typically near the AC control unit, this motor functions to ensure that air reaches the rear seats effectively. A malfunction can lead to a variety of performance issues with the climate control system. Therefore, understanding the role of this motor is essential. The climate control system relies on feedback from this component to adjust air delivery appropriately. Effective troubleshooting means addressing potential wiring issues, short circuits, or even component failures within the circuit itself. Several possible causes can lead to the appearance of DTC B1222. One common culprit is a short circuit, which may develop in the wiring connected to the rear mode control motor. Over time, the insulation on wires can degrade, leading to direct contact with other electrical components or metal surfaces, causing shorts. A faulty rear mode control motor itself may also be responsible. It might fail internally, preventing it from operating correctly. Additionally, poor connections in the circuit can contribute, as loose or corroded connectors can interrupt the flow of electrical current needed for the motor's operation. Each of these possibilities warrants investigation, as they can severely hinder the climate control system's effectiveness. Understanding these causes will guide technicians in their troubleshooting process. When DTC B1222 is triggered, several symptoms may manifest, signaling issues with the climate control system. The most prominent symptom includes inconsistent airflow reaching the rear passenger area, which can lead to discomfort during travel. Passengers may notice that the temperature control settings do not yield the desired effects, impairing their experience. Additionally, the vehicle may trigger warning lights or indicators on the dashboard, alerting the driver to potential malfunctions in the climate control system. These warning lights serve as important alerts, prompting the driver to seek further diagnostic assistance. Regular monitoring of airflow and climate control performance can help detect these symptoms early. A systematic approach to addressing these issues is necessary to ensure passenger comfort and safety. The first step in troubleshooting DTC B1222 involves utilizing the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to clear the current diagnostic trouble codes. Clearing the codes resets the climate control system state, allowing for a fresh diagnostic reading. Once this step is completed, turn the ignition switch to the lock position and then switch back to the on position, initiating the vehicle's diagnostic electronics. Following that, perform the self-diagnostic function using the HDS, checking the HVAC, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning control unit or the climate control unit itself. This function provides crucial insight into operational status and aids in confirming whether the same DTC appears again. By performing these preliminary actions, technicians can effectively assess the necessity for further troubleshooting and zero in on specific problems within the climate control system. After the initial diagnostic reset, the next troubleshooting step involves checking for any diagnostic trouble codes, DTCs, that are currently present. The technician needs to look specifically for the presence of DTC B1222, or alternatively, the indicator for 7, which signifies similar faults. This verification is critical because it determines if the system continues to detect the same malfunction. In cases where these codes are absent, it may suggest an intermittent failure, which often points to issues such as loose wires or poor electrical connections within the rear mode control motor circuit. Identifying intermittent problems requires careful inspection of wiring, such as frayed connectors or corrosion, which could potentially lead to unreliable motor performance. This step is essential in narrowing down the root cause and deciding the subsequent actions needed. The third troubleshooting step requires a further look into additional diagnostic trouble codes that may accompany DTC B1222. The technician should check for DTCs B1245 or B1246, which are related to the rear mode control motor and its impact on the climate control system. If these codes appear along with B1222, they indicate that further examination into the rear AC control unit is necessary. The presence of these additional codes points towards related issues that can compound the malfunction. They could indicate that the failure in the rear mode control motor is significantly affecting the entire climate control system's performance. This step emphasizes the holistic approach to troubleshooting, where looking at related codes can lead to a more accurate diagnosis of the issue at hand. In the fourth troubleshooting step, the technician needs to turn the ignition switch to the lock position before proceeding to the next tasks. Following this, a crucial test involves checking the functionality of the rear mode control motor. This test aims to determine whether the motor operates properly or has failed. A non-functioning motor will not adequately change the airflow settings in the rear cabin, leading to the issues reflected by DTC B1222. This functionality test may involve applying power directly to the motor to assess its response. If the motor is found unresponsive, it must be replaced to restore proper climate control functionality. This step is pivotal as it directly addresses the heart of the issue observed with this diagnostic code. Following the assessment of the rear mode control motor, the technician should disconnect the motor from its connector. This is essential for isolating the motor for further investigation. After disconnection, attention should then turn to the rear AC control unit connector, designated as connector A with 12 pins. The focusing point here is to check for continuity between specific terminals, particularly terminal number 12 and the body ground. This step aims to ascertain whether a short to body ground exists in the wiring connecting the AC control unit to the rear mode control motor. Continuity tests will reveal whether the signal from the control unit is successfully reaching the motor, or if there's an interruption owing to shorting, which would need rectification. Identifying these faults early can guide the repair process efficiently. In this final troubleshooting phase, further continuity checks need to be made between specific pins of the rear AC control unit connector, particularly terminals number 9 and number 12. This check is crucial in diagnosing whether the wiring is intact and if the signals are flowing correctly to the motor. If continuity is established, indicating that the wiring is functional and without shorts, attention should then turn toward rectifying any issues present in the rear mode control motor itself. However, if continuity fails, it highlights the possibility of either an open circuit or an additional underlying issue that may need to be resolved, prompting necessary repairs or wiring replacements. Each outcome in this step provides insights into the path forward for correcting the identified issues, making it a significant part of the troubleshooting process. Once the repair actions are taken to address the issues highlighted by DTC B1222, the final repair verification step is paramount. This entails ensuring that all components have been properly reconnected, including the rear mode control motor and any relevant connectors. Following component reassembly, the technician should perform a thorough final system check to confirm that the climate control system is functioning as expected. This may involve running the climate control through its various settings to ensure proper airflow and temperature regulation. Additionally, using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to confirm that the DTCs have been cleared and do not reappear is essential. This step ensures not only that the repairs were successful, but also that the vehicle's systems are aligned for optimal performance moving forward. To prevent the recurrence of DTC B1222 and related issues, implementing a proactive, preventive maintenance plan is essential. Regular inspections of the climate control system and its components, especially the wiring and connectors, can help identify potential problems before they escalate. Technicians should look for signs of wear, fraying, or corrosion during each service, as these can be precursors to electrical failures. Additionally, frequent monitoring of the overall performance of the climate control system will provide insights into its operational health. Ensuring that the system operates smoothly not only enhances passenger comfort, but also contributes to the overall reliability of the vehicle. A commitment to ongoing preventive measures can significantly reduce the frequency of similar diagnostic trouble codes in the future. In conclusion, diagnosing DTC B1222 is crucial for ensuring optimal performance of the rear mode control system in the Honda Odyssey. Identifying a short circuit or component failures within the rear mode control motor circuit requires a systematic troubleshooting approach. The importance of understanding each component's role and conducting comprehensive checks on wiring and connections cannot be overstated, as these actions directly influence repair outcomes. Implementing regular maintenance practices is equally essential to prevent such issues from arising in the first place. By monitoring system performance and maintaining vigilant oversight, vehicle owners can enhance their vehicle's reliability and comfort. Ultimately, attention to these areas ensures that such diagnostic trouble codes can be effectively managed, leading to a smoother driving experience for all passengers. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.